People, let's get into this. I just did a ton of research on what I should do. So, the middle school that they're at they're in 8th grade. It's called San Middle School. And yeah, Akane is the prodigy of the school, strongest in the entire school, while Christian is in the mid-weaker in his fighting skills, but his power is unknown. No one really knows. Now it's Christian's turn. She says he's not gonna be anything. Akane says he's not gonna be nothing. Christian gets both of his blades and goes, ah! Out of nowhere, blue fire engulfs the blades. He goes, ah! He says, whoa! That is awesome. The teacher says, I don't care what rarity that is, but that is awesome. Everyone in the class except for Akane goes, that is so cool. He goes, ah! He goes, woohoo! Akane in her head is really, really mad. She says, how the hell did he get such a good one? She says, I'm gonna teach him a lesson after this. When all the students are done, and they all go inside for lunch, when Christian is walking down the hall, Akane yells, hey you! Hey you! Idiot! Christian says, what do you, not Christian, Adrian says, what? She rushes towards him and punches him in the nose. He goes, what the hell? I didn't even do anything. She kicks him in the face. He goes, damn it, and tries to fight back. He swings, hitting Akane in the face, actually not doing a lot. Then she says, you dare punch me? And puts her arm against his throat, against the wall. She says, I better not see you again, and punches him in the face. He goes, damn it. Then went on to the class. The teacher talks about what schools people want to go to. She goes, Akane, huh? You want to go to Tokyo High School, Tokyo Academy, huh? She goes, yep, and I'm definitely gonna make it. Everyone thinks she can do it. Most of Christian's class doesn't really think. Well, she laughs at him most of the time when he tries stuff. He says, oh, Adrian. I mean, not Christian, Adrian. He says, oh, Adrian, you also want to go to Tokyo Academy. Everyone stares at him and laughs at him, going, He goes, This is kind of similar to My Hero Academia, this beginning. This is kind of similar to My Hero Academia's beginning. Tokyo High School is the best. Tokyo Academy is the best high school ever, but it takes insane skill. He goes, Akane with a death stare looks at him saying, look, she's in her mind, she's like, I'm gonna kill him. I don't even want to be in the same grade as him. When Christian's walking out of the school, close to getting out, he gets punched into a wall. When Adrian, god damn it! I keep on saying Christian. Out of nowhere, Adrian gets punched straight into a wall. He goes, oh, God. He says, what now? She says, and out of nowhere, he sees Akane with a death. He goes, oh, God, she looks like she wants to kill me. She says, I'm gonna give you one chance to surrender and not go to Tokyo High, or I will kill you right now. Christian says, Christian grabs her arm and says, really? No, he doesn't. She goes, you better not sign up for Tokyo High, or I'm gonna kill you. Adrian started to get angry and angrier and angrier and angrier. And then his eyes turn deep blue. She goes, He grabs both of her arms and throws them down and goes, And everyone sees this, and they're like, he's finally standing. The teacher says he's finally standing up for himself. He says, he picks Akane up by the collar saying, I don't care what the hell you say. Then throws Akane into a wall going, yeah. Listen here, I'm not gonna do everything you goddamn say. You got it? I don't care what you say. I'm going no matter what. Then she kicks him in the face and says, and with even more death in her eyes saying, you really think you can stand up to me? The best in the class, the best in the school. Then he really gets it and gets destroyed. He goes, and he's left lying down, bruised and beaten. He goes, one day I will destroy you. And on the last day of school, well, when Christian gets home, he has his, when Adrian gets home, he has his only sister, Yukie. He walks in and says, hi, Yukie. She goes, Christian, what happened to you? He goes, Akane happened. That's what happened. She goes, you got beat up again? He says, yep. She says, well, you did get your sword test today. What was it? Christian says, everyone loved it in the class, but everyone in my gym class loved it. They thought it was awesome. It was some kind of blue fire. She says, that's pretty rare, you know. What did Akane get that made her think she's so good? Christian says, apparently she got the dark element. He goes, whatever, just ignore her. Christian says, I try. And when I do that, that doesn't work out. 'Cause that gets me beaten up even more. He goes, I don't know how you deal with this. Christian says, it's starting to get annoying now. One day I'm gonna ruin her. He says, well, since tomorrow's my last day, I'm gonna go around the city. Since I have 6 months for a break, I have 2 months for break. I have to go all around preparing for the school. I want to say that he has 11 months to train up and get his own sword. Christian usually puts gel in his hair to make it smoother, because, well, it gets in the way if it's all messy. He's training a lot, putting himself through ruthless training, and then for the last 5 months goes to find a sword. He goes at many places working, trying to get the right materials, until he finally gets the best sword. He gets 2 swords, and they're made of catchentite. He goes, perfect. And then he forges 2 sword holders and puts them in his back and says, Yukie, I made it. She says, he says, congrats, you're back, good. Christian says, now I have another 3 months to go train with these things and actually make them better. When she says, I can help, my sword, oh yeah, Akane is about 18, well Christian on the other hand, I'm not sure how old usual 8th graders are. I want to say he's 14. She's using her rock power, because she has a rock in hers, and shoots 5 rocks with her sword. At a note, Christian pulls out his swords, and at a note, the blue fire jets out, and he cuts right through them, going, ah! She says, that was so good! About the rest of the 3 months he's training really well, and he's done it. He can finally use them pretty good. Moving on to, after a month, he goes to the entrance exams of Tokyo High. When he goes there, Akane sees them and says, so loser, you're never even gonna make it, so there's no point in coming. Christian says, wow, I don't care what you say, you're not cool. Beat me up and you'll be kicked out of this school. She goes, someone's gotten a big ego since 8th grade, he says. Christian says, look behind you, it's your crush. She says, I don't like anyone. Exactly. And no one will like you. She goes, shut up, I'm gonna destroy this exam. Christian says, keep dreaming, Akane. Keep dreaming. He says, well, somewhat. She says, during the Swordsman exams, I'm gonna destroy you. In the prelims. So then you don't even get a chance. He goes, whoa. You already think you're getting in? And he says, oh, and thank you for saying that I'll be getting in. And walks by her. She goes, damn it, I can't do anything right now because... whatever. When there's about 500, there's about like 5,000 enemy clone things. And there are millions and millions of drones. There's a tracker on everyone to see their count of how many things they defeat. When it starts, they say go. Everyone rushes in from different corners. Christian goes, ah! Instantly slaughtering, destroying tons of them. Pretend like there's no punching sounds in this. Pretend like it's all sword sounds. Christian goes, I forgot. It's Adrian Haruko. No, it's Adrian Koji. Adrian Kazumi. No, I can't think of a last name. Give me a second. I just got it. His last name's gonna be Koji. It's Adrian Koji. The judges, everyone's looking at Adrian when he's slicing through all kinds of them. He goes, ah! Also, these guys can produce it's not just their swords that use the power. It's also their hands, legs, feet, mouth. They can literally, they can use it like it's a freaking power. Like it's their own freaking superpower. Like they mostly use it in their swords since it's much more powerful. Adrian's just wrecking through them. He goes, Muda, and is cutting through all of them. Akane says, there's no way he's beating me. And she goes even faster than he is, going, ah! They say, Akane Ryuki is going even faster. Christian says, whatever. And goes, ah! And these two are tied. And they do. Akane actually trips on the final one that she has to slash. Adrian slashes through his, going, ah! And makes it to their winning. Getting in, he goes, yes! She's Akane with a smirk on her face, says, just wait till we get out of here and I'm gonna kill you for even getting... Christian is still, Adrian's still kind of soft. He's still nice and kind-hearted and does usually get, but Akane is still stronger. It doesn't matter if Christian won that, it doesn't matter if Adrian still won that, she's still stronger. When it's done, the top 10 the top 100 get into the school. When Adrian walks out and turns the corner, he's immediately hit by a slash. He goes, "Oh, what the hell, Akane? I'm literally not doing anything." She goes, "Shut up. I don't even know why you added to the school. You're not good. There's a million other people with the same thing that you have." Christian says, "Wrong. I'm the only one with this." She says, "Shut up," and punches him in the face. He goes, "Damn it." She says, then she goes, says it straight to his face. Hold on. She says it straight to his face, going, "No! Why, you stupid ads?" She goes,
"You're never gonna make it. You're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different, man? You must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible. It's not probable. You're irresponsible. Too many obstacles. You gotta stop it, go. You gotta take it slow. You can't be a pro. Don't waste your time, no."
and everyone's watching this. Christian gets angry. Adrian gets angry and goes,
"Fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you ain't disapprove. I'm gonna make my move. I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it 'cause it's what I wanna fucking do. 'Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions. They blocking your vision, but no, you can't listen. That shit is all fishing 'cause you hold the power."
then Akane says, then a voice in Adrian's head appears and goes,
"Just gonna take that. Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Aren't you just gonna take that? Hoping you fucking fight back."
and then a giant aura swirls around him. He goes, "Ah!" Everyone says, "What the?" He disappears and kicks Akane right in the face, saying, "Ah!" Then appears right behind and kicks her up in the air. He goes, "This is the power of me! You think you're the best?" and slams her down to the ground. Then disappears and goes and just starts barraging with punches and kicks her, going, saying, "How about this?" Then it starts to get really bloody, and then they start to have to call the teachers, some of the staff over. Then Akane looks at him again, saying,
"Stop what you're making. Everybody here knows that you just fake it. Nah, I don't want to hear it anymore. I don't want to hear it anymore. All these fucking thoughts, they are not what I need anymore. I'm about to shut the motherfucking door on all you poor ass haters with your heads in the clouds. Talking out loud so proud. You better shut your goddamn mouth before I do more speak out. It's about to hit now."
then the voice in his head goes, "Never you're gonna make it." That's your mate. Damn it. Then Akane goes, then the voice comes back. Then disappears and kicks Akane straight in the wall, going. Then Then some guards have to hold them back from destroying her. Then he steps off and kicks off the guards, going, Then one of the pro swordsmen come. It's called Sunshine. I'm guessing I'm gonna call her that. Uses her swordsman power to put him to sleep. So he'll go to sleep. So then he calms down. They use his phone to call. Has only one contact, his sister. They call. She says, "Hello, who is this?" She says, "This is the pro swordsman Sunshine." Ryuki goes, "Oh my god, I'm such a big fan." She says, Good, but I need you to come pick up your brother. He's unconscious right now because he went and beat up another kid, and he will be able to come back. Don't worry, he won't be expelled or anything. He'll still be able to come. I just need you to come pick him up." She goes and starts to get worried and says, "Okay, I'll be there." When she puts Adrian in the car, he wakes up halfway through. She says, "Who'd you beat up?" Adrian says, "You didn't see?" She goes, "Oh yeah, Akane. She looked dead almost." Ryuki says, "What even happened?" Adrian goes, "Well, thanks to her, when I got first place, she got so mad and beat me up, and then said that I was never gonna be good, I was never gonna make it. So then I kicked this shit out of her, and a random power blinded me from what I did, and my eyes glowed dark blue. And then they glowed." She goes, Ryuki says, "They glowed, huh? Well, since we'll have to wait for it. We have to wait 1 week for the test results to come in." Adrian goes, "Fine," and goes home. And Adrian instantly just goes back to sleep, going, 1 week later. Instantly, Ryuki busts into his room, going, "Adrian, the results are in!" He goes, "Alright," and she gives him it. He said, and she leaves the room. He rips it open, going, Then a hologram appears. The principal of the school says, Hello, Adrian Koji. You have now been accepted into Tokyo High, and you will be in class 1A. No. You will be in class Alright, you know what? 1Z. No, hold on. He says, you will be in class A. He goes, alright. And he says, hopefully you enjoy your stay at Tokyo High. Adrian yells from his room, yes! Ryuki comes in the room saying, you passed? You got in? He says, woohoo, yes I did. She goes, that's awesome. He goes, eh. She said, also, and then they get a knock at the door. It's a postman from the school. She says, Adrian, we got a package from the school. He goes, okay. When he walks in and they open it, she says, oh, it's your uniform. He goes, Nice. And there's about 5 uniforms in there because he knows that the teacher knows that they're gonna rip them up. And there's also a note in it from the principal saying, "I saw that power of yours. You will be in a class with the strongest because of how you did." He goes, The next day, Adrian will put on his uniform and head out. Making it straight into the school. He goes, "Alright, Class A," and walks in. And sits down and says, "Well, only the teacher is, and I'm going to call him Mr. Johnston." He says, "Oh, you must be Adrian. Adrian Koji." Adrian says, "Yep, that's me, and you are?" He says, "I'm Mr. Johnson." "You might sit down, no one else is here." He goes, "Alright." He says, "We have a couple of rules to announce. We have a school nurse with a healing ability, with her power." He says, "Fights are allowed. Since fights are allowed, do not disturb the headmaster. If you do, you will be punished. 3, blah, 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 blah." I just don't really care. He goes, "Right." And then he says, with his eyes glowing red, going, "Any disturbance in my class will be sent straight to the principals." Adrian says, "What's the difference between the principal and the headmaster?" He goes, the headmaster is much higher than the principal." Adrian goes, "Good to know." Then he falls asleep. Then, when the whole class when the next person to come in is Akane, Christian goes, "Out of all the people that had to be in my class, it had to be her." They both say this at the same time with a glaring look at each other. Then Mr. Johnston says, "I have to leave, class. I have to leave for a second. You two, I don't care what you do, just don't destroy the classroom, and that's it." He says, and then with the red eye, he says, "Or there'll be consequences." And death stares, and he says, "So," Akane walks up and slams her hand on his desk saying, "So, you're here, huh? You better not get in my way at all, or else I'll have to kill you." Adrian says, "That doesn't sound too swordsman hero-like. She doesn't sound very heroic." She goes, "Shut up, or I will do it." Adrian says, "So what? What's your and your point is?" She says, "You little," then picks him up by his collar. He says, "Doing this won't do crap for you." Then 2 more people come in the class. Their names are, I actually have to write these down, Remy and Alex. They walk in and say, Remy says, "Put him down." Akane says, "Who are you to tell me what to do?" She says, "I'm Remy. Duh, I don't give a crap. You put him down." She says, "No, how about that?" Remy rushes and is instantly kicked back. Alex catches her and says, "Are you alright?" Adrian says, "I suggest you let me down in the next 2 seconds, or things are gonna get ugly." Then you get the punch in the face. He says, "Wow, that hurts so much." He counts, saying, 1, 2. Then bonks his hand right on Akane's head, and she goes, bouncing her off, getting her off. He says, "I warned you," and goes back to sit down. Alex walks up to him, saying, "Hey man, that was very brave of you. Akane is very, very stingy and easily to get angered, and one of the strongest in the prefectures." No, I'm pretty sure that's him from volleyball. She's one of the strongest in the entire first years. Adrian says, well, whatever. I was in the same middle school and got beat up almost every time. I didn't give her what she wanted. He goes, plus I'm used to it. The next two people to walk in the class are, their names are Renko and Daiki. These two walk in, and then they go to their seats. The next to arrive are Hirusho, and Akira. These two walk into the class. And they say, hey, what's up, guy? Then the next two to walk in are, I'm not sure if I said Renko yet, so it's Renko. No, I think I said Renko with Daiki. Nami. The next is Renko. No, I know. The next is Nami and Misaki. They walk in and they go, ooh, there's tons of boys in this class. Maybe they'll like us. Then the last one to come in is Haruko. Haruko is the last one to come in. Then Mr. Johnson returns and they're all sitting in their seats. He goes, alright class, so we're going to be doing a lot of training to get you guys to be strongest. He says, you're all really lucky to be here and I'm happy to have you. He says, hopefully y'all can be good friends. Adrian and Akane say at the same time, that's not gonna happen. He says, so, I guess you two knew each other from middle school? Adrian says, elementary school. He goes, no, actually, preschool. And I absolutely hated every second of it. She was annoying as always. Akane turns back and says, do you want me to destroy you? Adrian says, bring it on. I'll destroy you. Mr. Johnson opens his eyes with red glare saying, no fighting right now. We're in the middle of a lesson. Adrian says, we haven't even started. He goes, did I stutter? Be quiet. Then they go back to doing the lesson. He says, alright guys, you will be doing something fun. So, you guys will be doing some normal stuff and some different things. And after about a week, they do tons of training, and then the teacher announces that they will be doing a 2-on-2 thing, and they have to put on their swordsman costumes. And they all go, and they're all wearing theirs. Akane's wearing something kind of like, I'm gonna go with something like what's that person's name again? Kind of like Nana's but without the cape. Nana Shimaru's outfit but without the cape. And without the gloves. Adrian goes, well, I have this. I've always been wanting to wear this outfit. He's got gloves that his fingers stick out of. And now he's got like Todoroki's outfit, but it's black and blue, and like the red, and like some of it is blue on it. And he's got gloves. And he's got the perfect outfit, wearing nice boots to protect himself from the fire. And says, well, this looks good. And walks away, and walks in. When they do this, he says, I'll be choosing two team. There will be villains. It would just be 2-on-2. He says, the first team is Alex and Adrian versus Remy and Akane. Agent goes, great, just great. Alex goes, great, now I'm stuck in a thing with the two rivals of the century. Mr. Johnson looks at Alex saying, is there a problem, Alex? He goes, nope, nothing. And that's it for this.